YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, finally back in the Total War Attila West Rome campaign. Wow, I did notice that I had that realistic water mod on, because that water looks absolutely terrible. Oh, and I don't think I ever changed the graphics back on this. Good grief, I was sitting there looking at the frame rates, and they're absolutely awful. Speaking of which, by the way, really? That was with the recommended settings? Holy crap, man. GTX 1080 and you still can't run Attila worth a darn to save your life here. Particle effects, trying to think of stuff, the shadows. Some of that stuff makes a pretty big difference. Unit details. Yeah, this is pretty sad that you have a GTX 1080 and you have to turn down graphics performance, but that's definitely, that's Total War Attila. This game was so horribly optimized from a graphics performance standpoint. Yeah, my frame rates just doubled by unclicking a few of those. So yeah, there was a few of those things that really didn't have any business being left that way, but that's what happened. And in any case, hopefully we get. I'll keep an eye on the frame rates. They are pretty poor right now. I mean, we're running less than 60 FPS, and I'm clearly not even running this on the highest settings. Holy crap. I'm sorry, but bad frame rates drive me absolutely nuts. Max quality. We should be able to run max quality, I would think. No. That's extreme quality. Let's just put it to quality and let's see what the frame rates are like. GTX 1080. Quality settings on Total War Attila on the campaign map. Under 60 FPS. It's running like 55 right now. Holy crap. This game, if it weren't for the fact that I like this West Rome campaign so much, I would have dumped this in the gutter and never looked back. Not because I don't like the time period, not because I don't like historical Total Wars, but after having played Warhammer, and Warhammer's not perfect. It's really not. But it's just so much better than Rome 2 and Attila in terms of the way they made the game and the way it plays and the graphics, and that's with its flaws. Speaking of which, this is not exactly where we left off. You'll notice that I control Thessalonica. Much similar to my last vampire campaign, I recorded stuff off Attila the same night, and I didn't have my mic on, and then the files got messed up, and I wasn't able to fix it, so you didn't miss much. The AI derped out, and it was kind of a lame fight, and really not anything impressive from the Visigoths, to be quite honest. It looks like I'm out of money, so I'm pretty much ready to end a turn. I can assign a governor, and probably should assign a governor, because it's Thracia. And I'd like to put a governor in Thracia, but none of my family members are going to be available to perform that function. Maybe what we'll do is we'll install a puppet in Thracia. Yeah, let's pick Thracia. Because we need a governor in Constantinople, right? This is the only guy? Really? Well, screw that. I'm good without a governor, then. I'm not putting that guy in there. That crud bucket whiner who's got all of his bad feelings towards me. Sclavinians want a defensive alliance. Hey, you're at war with the Huns, so enemy of my enemy is my friend. Welcome, friend. Who we got here? Visigoths want a peace treaty. No thanks, I'm good. You got one more province, I'm pretty sure I can take it. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get my fan turned on. Okay, the remaining Visigoths are kind of fleeing around the map there, fleeing for their pathetic, filthy lives. Geats. Don't really know how those guys are still alive. Wow, I never noticed how much better the water looked with that mod on until I accidentally didn't turn it on this time. The water looks like crap. I thought it looked kind of crappy with the mod, to be honest, and then I flipped it back to this one. Woo! Oh, the Huns. The Huns. You know what I'll say about the Huns, though? You know, in Chaos and in Total War Warhammer, at least the Huns don't roll in here with like 3 or 4 minion factions doing all their work for them. So I'll say that about the Huns. At least you could focus on, well, I say that, they run away a lot too, but hey, at least I could try to focus.
Weeps when men battle fruitlessly. Can you help us?
Don't try and guilt trip me by bringing him into this. That's hilarious. They're like, if you love God, you'll help us. Good grief. Oh, man. Nice try, though, East Rome. Nice try. If you were worth helping, I would help you, but you're not, and I've come perilously close to betraying you myself.
We are not a friend for the new moon and an enemy.
Shut up. Be gone from my courts, please. Hostile agent activity. Critical success.
We hunger for battle.
I can't say I like the sound of that. Critical failure. What did we critically succeed on down here? Like, oh, it was this army right here. So, misdirect army. I lost half my campaign movement range. Holy crap. That is a lot of Thracian warriors. That is a whole lot of Thracian warriors. You know what those guys would like to meet? They would love to meet my cav spam army. Where's my cav spam? Here's my cav spam. Let's see if we can get down here and try and catch those guys before they run too far off. Probably not, but we can hope. One can hope. Alright. We're making a ton of money. We've got the mainland secured. The Huns are a nuisance, as always. Do I have anybody in a good striking position on Monsieur Attila? Not quite. It is fall. Next turn will be winter.
At your service.
If we manage to misdirect this army enough...
I am a shadow, bringing destruction and chaos.
There we go. We got one.
I am a shadow, sabotaging. I go.
Only one this time, though.
I am Rome's champion. Attack and attack again.
A lot of failures that turn. Attila's in pretty rough shape.
Commander.
This army's got 4 heavy onager. I mean, that's a pretty sturdy amount. Part of me is wondering, like, if I just go put my 2 armies up there, will the Huns attack? And if they do attack, would they be... I mean, Savaria's got a pretty sturdy garrison. And, I mean, if the Huns attacked me up there, I'd be able to kick the crap out of them. Let's just try it. I mean, what the heck, man? No risk, no reward.
Ready for battle.
Let's just put these 2 armies up here and let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Let's save up a little money and just do some stuff on the next turn. Can I actually assign, like, I really do want to assign a governor to Thracia. I've only got 4 of 6 governors. There was just, like, no candidates available. And like I said, none of the people from my family are in a position to fill it. So let's grab this dude here. He's pretty young, probably easily manipulated. We'll give him a big post, making him think he's big, you know, that he's the governor of Thracia. And we'll adopt him. Anicius. He has a good name, but he's not quite the Anicius that we know and love, which is going to be this guy here. Drusus, son of Sextus. Conqueror of Constantinople, destroyer of Huns. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to... we still got good dominion because Flavius Augustus is still alive. And I'm probably going to use some of his influence. I can't adopt this guy with Flavius because it'll cause jealousy, I think, amongst these people. I'm thinking of adopting with this guy, Secundus, because he doesn't have any family there anyway. Did I marry this lady off? Yeah, it looks like I married her off to... Sorry about that. I'm kind of cruel that way, but, you know, it's whatever. Stuff happens. Let's do the adopt a candidate. That's the guy I want to adopt. Should be good there. And like I said, I'm going to save up a little bit of money. Issue an edict here in Thracia. Not that I'm super concerned about it, but if there's a growth edict here, that would be pretty helpful. Sure isn't, so that won't be helpful. There we go. Let's see if the Huns attack me. Okay, I've got my guys moved around there. I was going to take care of some provinces up north. I can now retrain those fleets that got all beat up in the taking of Thessalonica. That was part of the AI. Like, the AI derped out, but then, like, also my guys derped out. I had all these artillery ships. They just would not fire. Just wouldn't fire. Like, they're sitting there with targets in range, fire at will, manual orders. The only way I could get them to fire was to, like, first-person fire the artillery. That was the only way I could get it to work. And, obviously, I didn't have time to do that. It was pretty frustrating. You all are probably glad that I didn't have my microphone turned on for that one. I actually did a ton of swearing for like the first time ever. Nah, I'm just kidding. I didn't swear. For all of you waiting around for me to swear, you're going to probably die of old age in front of your computer. Let's see. I really can't believe how poor this game runs. Do you all remember, too, whenever Creative Assembly was like talking about it, they're like, well, this game was designed for future graphics cards. So I ran a benchmark. I put Attila on max settings, and I put Warhammer on max settings. I run Warhammer on max settings, and I get darn near 60 frames a second. Above it sometimes. I put Attila on that, and it was like I was lucky to get 45 frames a second. So the Huns are going to attack me here. None of the reinforcements, though, are Attila, unfortunately, but I get 2 armies with a considerable number of troops and onagers. So we should actually be able to throttle these guys pretty good and then get to Attila at that point, assuming he doesn't run off. So this actually worked out. Assuming they don't do something stupid and make my reinforcing troops come in from like some idiotic angle, which I've seen them do before. Guys will be sitting right next to each other, and they'll make them come on from the back of the map and one from the other side of the map so that the Huns can easily single one out. They've got a ton of elite horse archers here, no big surprise. That's pretty typical, and they've chosen poor weather to deploy in. Really wish there was a way to know where my reinforcements were coming from. This is a pretty darn good spot to defend, though. And I'm gonna do my spear box. My typical spear box here. Artillery noob box. Okay. And let's just get the explosive rounds lined up. I'm just going to let my onagers kind of fire away there. My general just called the Huns slack jaws. I like it. Yeah, friendly reinforcements arrive from the bad angle, as I should have expected. And look, I'm completely surrounded by Huns over here in the meantime. I'm going to try and spread out my onager fire.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Okay, my onager is starting to come on over here. I'm going to have to survive for as long as possible over here. Doing a ton of damage with my onager, as expected. Let's target 2 of those on their general. Keep targeting horse archers. My spears should be able to stop their melee assaults for the most part. It's not going to hurt to probably start running some Cataphractari into a position to reinforce. Let's get these guys set to explosive rounds. Getting some good work done here. My spears are holding very, very strong. This is very good news for me. I'm going to try... It is going to take forever for my heavy onager to get in range. So So I'm actually just going to start moving my infantry forward. My spear box is holding out pretty well, though I'm going to have to pull some reinforcements to the front.
Their general is dead.
That's
A
good
lethal
news.
blow. Our general is under attack.
I ran out of ammo already with one of my guys. Or no, it maybe got hit by a melee charge. Where are they at? Yeah, I got hit by a melee charge. Retake your siege. Okay, I've got my guys on fire at will. Same thing here, we got hit by a melee charge. Just got hit by a melee charge here too. Okay, we've dealt with a huge number of their units at this point. This army is actually quite effective at dealing with Huns. They've still got a pretty decent number of elite cavalry around. Okay, let's get these spears back into position.
The enemy are losing their advantage.
Okay, yeah, you guys shouldn't be out here. What are you? No, 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 no. These Huns are like pulling through over here too. Get over there and fight that. Oh boy, this is bad. I don't know if this guy's someone important in the campaign. He's about to be someone dead in the campaign. That was the first wave Lancer. Okay, Cataphractari. Let's gang up on that noble step cataphract. Really? My general died with 37 men left in his unit? That seems like a big fat sack of crap to me. Okay, I've ganged up everything on this noble step cataphract and it worked. Let's keep my other general safe because apparently we die at 37 men. Let's get reset here and then get ready to get charged by that Hunnic Devil Cav. I'm going to just keep blobbed up because it's the only way I'm going to be able to do much here. Okay, this army's falling apart up here because they allowed the Huns to kill my general. That's extraordinarily irritating. I'm actually going to need these. Okay, get back here. And you all target this Hunnic Devil Archer. My guys are wavering here, really? Yeah, that other army over there is going to die because the AI was given my general with 37 men left before my spears could get there to do anything about it. Let's see if we can get lucky and maybe kill any more of these noble step cataphracts with my spears.
This is a shameful display.
It ought to blunt their cav charge a little bit through here because of all the siege equipment in the way. But I'm sure that they'll still give the AI the buffs that they need. Got a bunch more guys here. There's a ton more Huns, mostly horse archers. So as long as we can ride out the missile storm. No, there's yeah, there's still a ton of them over here. Let's just set up a defensive testudo and see if these guys will waste their ammo on me. I've got 4 heavy onager targeting that devil cav, and it still managed to like shoot all its ammo and kill like 100 of my infantry. Just go ahead and ignore what's left of it. It's gonna die to javelins if it gets any closer to me. It still has ammo though. It says 3 volleys. Just see if we can do anything with these guys here. The Huns are having to charge through all my artillery, and it's definitely breaking up their charge. They've got a whole horde of horse archers left over there. That is actually kind of big trouble for me. And they've got a pretty good sized horde of horse archers left there. I'm trying to get my onager up here into a position where I can defend them. Actually, let's just get our cavalry out of the way of the siege equipment for a minute. These guys are going to have so much ammo. I can't run from those horse archers because they'll shoot me to death. We killed so many Huns with that first army. I don't really know. I guess it must have been my general dying that just made everything fall apart.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Okay, my spears are going to end up dying here. Let's get as good of a defense set up here as we can. Not going to be as effective as a spear army defense, but we'll make it work. It is stationary testudo, so it ought to be fairly effective versus missiles.
Enemy forces have destroyed an entire unit.
Okay, I'm gonna get all my infantry lined up in defense. And I've got to use my onagers well against their horse archer hordes. If I do, we can pull this off. I'm gonna hide my cataphractari for now. Same thing with my general, if they can be hidden. Okay, do not fire at will, please. Okay, this is actually getting pretty annoying. You're firing at will. Withdraw from the battle, please. Okay, good. We need to target blobs of horse archers. Like right there is a nice blob. Testudo, please. We may still die even in Testudo, but... Woo! Yeah, we're still gonna die even in Testudo. This is not good. Look at them, just shredding my Testudo with the horse archers.
The men are broken and running for their
These
lives.
guys are just going straight
Beware.
through
Our
my
hidden
Testudo
units have been revealed.
with their missiles like it didn't even exist. This is not looking good. I'm gonna end up losing because of this. This is pretty frustrating. So, once again, by numbers, the Huns are just going to end up winning, even though they didn't really earn or deserve it here.
The men are wavering. The men
wonder-
have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
I can't catch their horse archers because they're faster than me. Even in melee, I don't think I could win this at this point. At least they wasted a bunch of their ammo. Not that it's going to really be any consolation here.
This is a shameful display.
I'm going to see if there's... Just hit play. They're going to just start shooting the crap out of me. Yeah, the Huns are just going to shoot the living tar out of me here. There's no avoiding it. And they're going to easily be able to skirmish away. Try and kill as many of them as I can here. There's probably a steppe chieftain somewhere amongst them, though. We've killed a fair number of the Huns here. I mean, they're not going to take away a pretty victory, but nor would mine have been. As soon as my general goes down here, it's over.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Okay, managed to take that unit out. Their stupid guys just have too many arrows, I think.
The men's resolve is failing.
I'm sure it is.
Commies!
A Hunnic horse archer.
Ready for order.
Just a standard light horse archer was standing there against my Comez successfully.
This is a shameful display. Engage! Charge!
Well, it's going to say the Huns won this. I don't know if they really won it. They're going to get the victory on the battlefield, but, I mean, they took a pretty solid throttling there. They barely won it. They only had a few units left. So they lost 2,800 men, and I lost 2,500 men, and that was including all the free mop-ups they got on my artillery. It was worth a shot. It didn't work out. I guess I got overconfident because my spear box was holding up so well. But since, again, they started my reinforcements, which were close by, see the two standing right next to each other here, the Huns got to start off surrounding everything while my guys had to come from all the way across the map, which definitely gave them what they needed there in order to get that done. So you're welcome, Huns. CA's got your back. Because if my armies had been combined, they would have died in droves. And they're going to get to finish me off here. Oh, well, whatever. I'm going to train more armies, and we'll take these guys out. Have your little day in the sun, Huns. Have your little day in the sun. Enjoy your filth bags. I hate you. Might as well stop resisting. Well, that's what the Huns call a victory these days. Look at Attila. He's like, oh, look at me. I'm Attila, the big and the bad. I attacked now that your army's dead. But I didn't join the first attack because I know I would have gotten my face shot off with an onager. Rotten heck, Attila. Your day's coming, buddy. Hope those weren't family members, but they probably were. Look at that, 2 more Hun stacks. Hey, by the way, let's give the Huns a couple more stacks. Alright, well, we're just going to retrain more onager spear spam armies. There's not a whole lot the Huns can do to counter those. They got lucky that time. They haven't had such luck in the past, and I don't think they're going to continue to have such luck going forward. That one army was mostly Legio Comitatenses, which are trash versus the Huns, especially on Legendary, where the Huns could just walk their horse archers into the front of your army and win. So we will rethink that one. Enemy killed in battle. Okay, I really don't care. Yeah. Yada, 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 yada. End of the fold. Okay, got it. I still have armies defending here? Oh, that just leaves Savaria slightly undefended. Who's this guy? Yeah. Decimus Calvus. Sopine. Not a very good garrison, but it's a garrison. Look at all the Hun stacks, like all out here now, like, yeah, we're feeling strong now.
I revel in destruction.
You better revel in destruction.
Your will is done.
Yeah, let's see how well you get around now, Mr. Attila.
I will come from the dark.
How do you like agent spam, buddy?
For now.
Fear is a powerful weapon.
Okay, so Attila's still pretty jacked up. He's got 2 turns of minus 50% of his movement points. I'm going to go ahead and move these guys out to Svaria. I can't replenish because the Huns are there, but that'll just give them something to think about if they feel like they're going to try and actually resist me there, which I don't think they will. We are going to raise an army, reinstate the legacies of these defeated legions. Yeah, you sir, you get the great privilege of leading the army that Patchy just threw away, and no, of course not. Sure, the same thing won't happen to you again. Who knows how it even happened the first time?
Come, fight for Rome.
Let's see, that ought to be enough spears, and then the rest are just going to be heavy onagers.
Rome needs good fighters.
Perfect. At least that army is not spam whatsoever. It's all fair, all good. And then we can probably raise the other one here too, because I think we can skirmisher compound. Yeah, I think we can. We got the carpentry workshop. We'll get this other administrator guy, reinstate the other legacy, and we'll start training him over here so that we can get this done faster. Hey, you guys get out here and eat some attrition. It's winter time.
You there, get to work. To your duties, men.
Okay, let's see. Recruit units.
Are you ready to serve Rome? Sign up, lads, for a good.
We'll do the same thing. This will be our anti-Hun stack. These noble foederati javelmen are pretty cool, but won't do me a lot of good versus Huns, unfortunately. There we go. All right, so my armies will be rebuilt. We'll worry about the Huns. I kind of need to clean up. I mean, we've got Constantinople off to our one flank, so it's going to be pretty safe. I'm kind of thinking about just cleaning up all of the main European continent. Getting rid of anybody here who could potentially be an enemy, up to and including the Huns. And we'll see on the next episode. HeirofCarthage signing out.